to be talking more about the possible severe weather outbreak for parts of the central and southern U.S. This later this week. But before we could get into this video, I would ask you to subscribe to the channel if you're new, and make sure to share this video with any friends or family that might also be interested in watching daily weather forecasts. But anyways, let's get right into this video. So right now we are looking at the kind of my outlook. I'm not saying there will be a high risk issued for this area. This is the main area of concern right now. Pretty much in this whole pink highlighted area, this is where we're expecting the most of the significant severe weather for May 13th into the 14th for that main area. Pretty much that's including Oklahoma City, Dallas, Texas, Wichita, also Kansas City, Fort Smith. You're all included in this kind of risk here I've issued. This is not a high risk of severe weather again, but definitely you could possibly see a moderate or an enhanced risk. I'm not saying there will be a moderate risk issued. There probably will be just an enhanced, but definitely there will be an enhanced risk issued for parts of Oklahoma and Kansas here. So that's pretty much a main area of concern right now. You can look at the Storm Prediction Center outlook on May 13th into the 14th, and they have issued a slight risk of severe weather already. That's that 15% chance within that yellow shaded area for parts of Oklahoma and Kansas, and reaching into very extreme northern Texas there. You've got a slight risk of severe weather so far. Like I said, there will be possibly an enhanced risk for severe weather by tomorrow or the next day. So that's pretty much the main area. Like I said, we can look at the heat. We can look at what ingredients we need for this major severe weather to hit parts of Kansas, Oklahoma, and Texas. So we're looking at the energy helicity index. This is pretty much showing you how much spin and energy is within the atmosphere here. You can go over to May 13th here, around the midday hours, getting to the afternoon hours, and you can really see how much spin is in the atmosphere over here, especially in the kind of the western part of Oklahoma, getting into southern Kansas. That's pretty much the main area where you could see these tornadoes, and that's also you can see you can see tornadoes within all this color here. Pretty much that whole area you can see possible tornadoes within these storms. You can look at the shear. We're also going to need a lot of shear for these tornadoes. So you're going to go over here to around May 13th. Let's keep on going. And I mean, there's not much shear, so this could weaken the tornado risk. But definitely, you do have a big tornado risk if this shear really starts to get. If this shear gets going, then you definitely would have a big tornado risk. You can look at how much energy is within the atmosphere here, and let's go over to around May 13th again, and you've got energy joules, the 3,500 joules per kilogram. Over here in Oklahoma, you're even getting close to 4,000 joules per kilogram. This is going to suit the really large hail that's expected within these storms, especially in that type of area there. And there's more reddish colors, orangish colors, and even getting into the pinkish colors very little bit. You can see there definitely some very large hails expected within these. You can look at the supercell comet site. This is pretty much showing you where these main supercells will develop, and mainly they will develop within these colors here. Pretty much a whole area. That's where those supercells are expected within that type of area there, and then you're getting into around the overnight hours of May 13th into the 14th here. And another More severe weather is possible for the 15th, or probably I should say the 14th. So pretty much you have a big risk for the 13th and the 14th, and you can see if this even goes into the 15th, and very little bit of a risk, but definitely you do have a little bit of severe weather risk also for the 15th there also. You can look at the future simulated radar to see where these storms are going to develop and where they're going to hit here. Alright, so we're looking at the simulated future radar. This is around on the afternoon hours of May 11th, and you've got some minor thunderstorms rolling through for parts of Texas and even reaching into Oklahoma. Some pretty decent rainfall amounts for those. You're getting to May 13th now, early morning hours, getting to the midday hours now. Let's go ahead and go over to the NAM 32 kilometer model here. Now let's see the actually GFS model, so we can actually see where these storms will develop. And let's go over here, and we're gonna go over to the south central US. There we go. Now you're getting to the around the afternoon hours of May 13th. You're really seeing these very strong storms developing in parts of extreme western Oklahoma and extreme northern Oklahoma, and getting to extreme southern Kansas. That's where you can see those cells really start to develop and then move eastward, even into Missouri and Arkansas there. And then you're seeing those storms pretty much they'll weaken by the time they get to around the Missouri and Arkansas border. And then you're getting into, this is around midnight as well, so they're weakened very close to around midnight. You're starting to see some more cells developing around midnight for May 14th, and these are also move eastward into that type of area, and they'll weaken very fast like those other ones, like the last day. So pretty much there's a turn into some pretty heavy rain showers there, and then you're getting into May 15th, the afternoon hours, really strong storms moving through parts of Oklahoma, Missouri, and Kansas. Very strong storms. You might see some more heavier rain over here, parts of Illinois. Some pretty heavy rain moving into Dallas area as well. And then you got some more possible severe weather. Mostly some stronger storms. Shouldn't be as bad as the ones for May 13th into the 14th and maybe even the 15th. If you did enjoy this video, I would ask you to subscribe to the channel if you are interested in watching daily weather forecasts. Make sure to share this video with any friends or family. But anyways, stay safe.